Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody, let's take a look in the gold market. So compared to the fundamental events that have happened this week, the technical picture looks not as interesting. So actually we just for another time was able to assure that we're standing just in the beginning of the long-term journey on the gold market based on the fundamental analysis that we have prepared, taking into consideration recent events, as I said. So if you this report probably will be easy to read. This just because I'm put not too much numeric data in reports, mostly some news and common discussion of the global events that have happened and how it relates to the gold. So currently we're standing in this really interesting time period where actually we're not considering some gold specific information. Recall how we prepared reports previously, just 3 years ago or even 4 years ago, when we're just speaking about demand, supply, dynamic of the ETFs, where we're considering the COT reports on some futures positions on the market, some other stuff. Now a quite different story. We're actually watching on the global events because they stand on the really so high stage on the macro level that makes impact not only on the gold but other assets as well, but they are really make impact on the performance of the gold market. If you correctly understand what's going on, and you could make the correct conclusions. So you should get the correct decisions. So, and that particular what we were considering today, hopefully you will find it interesting. So on the technical side, as I said, it's not as interesting as on the fundamental side, just because take a look, market stands overextended. Not only on the daily chart, but if you take a look at the monthly chart, you'll see also the market is overbought. And because of the fundamental factors that really driving the market right now, this is really big forces, big powers behind, and it makes extremely difficult to make any forecasting, just because technical tools has really limited application right now. So we could suggest that yes, probably we should not buy and should wait for a retracement as we conclude because of the overboughs, but market could keep going higher. From that standpoint, I would say that if you're for investing purposes for a long term, 2, 3, 4 years, 5 years, if you're just accumulating gold and just buying it for the preservation of your wealth, I think that current levels is still relatively cheap, despite that market right now stands on the top. If you are trading without leverage, buying the bullions, coins, or some investing in the middle accounts in the banks, so it's also one of the possible ways. You could just by step with the minor amount without leverage accumulating. But for the trading purposes, currently I do not see lots of things to do, just because we're stand at the overbought. This is also very important target, as I mentioned in one of our reports. If you take a look at the all-time gold market chart, you could find it in the trading way if you plot that 12-month yearly chart. This is extension of the biggest retracements that has happened previously. So this 1618 extensions, 2450 area approximately where market stands right now. This has been tested in April. Other target stands higher. So particularly on the daily chart, we have 2473 target, but on the weekly chart, we also have two targets between 2515 and 2565 area. So there are numerous targets that we have. But the major tricky moment is that it's not very comfortable to take a position right here. We need to wait for a pullback. And that's actually what we will be busy with. So on Friday, market has moved closer to the top, and chances for the butterfly are really melting fast. So market just could trying to keep going higher. But still, currently they exist. We'll hope on this other bots. Maybe it will make some holding effect and trigger the pullback. On the weekly chart, as you will see in the report as well, here we have potentially double repo sell or double repo failure. That's our primary pattern to watch, because weekly pattern will clarify whether we will get deeper retracement first and some reaction finally on monthly overbought, or market will just keep going further in the case of the double repo failure. But its forming will take probably a few weeks, so we can't make the immediate decision based on it. But just keep in mind that here is potentially double repo pattern on the weekly chart. Right in the beginning of the week, we will be watching what will happen around 2430 area, just because if we take a look at the 4-time frame chart, this is the OP of this ABCD pattern. It's also daily overbought. The problem is that this OP agrees nice with the weekly double repo, but it is not really good for butterfly because OP stands slightly above the stop, and if market will briefly touch it and move above it, the butterfly chances will be destroyed. So we will be watching for what will happen here. On the hourly chart is also actually few information to talk about. Once we have suggest on Friday that might be guardless triple to sell, so only minor retracement has happened and market just skyrocketed. This once again shows you how actually dangerous, if you even have bearish pattern on the lower time frame, how dangerous it's trying to trade against the major tendency, because you could get surprising action with it, and well, it's very difficult to control this. And currently this upper direction is too big to suggest head and shoulders here, because it's more than 1618 extension. This is not the butterfly once again, and actually we do not have any even suggestion what particular bearish pattern might be formed here. It's only channel that we have, and maybe if market will keep going with this channel somewhere around 2430, once it will be completed, we could get some pullback, maybe. It's the only thing that we could get currently from the chart on the intraday charts, because the gold market action is now, it stands on a really big scale. So on the lower time frames, on the hourly chart, you actually, it's difficult to see something because it's really too fast and too strong action that makes us to trying to catch the patterns on the high time frames, on the weekly, on the daily, on the monthly even. So here I do not see something that really could help us to make the decision. So that being said, obviously currently we're not considering taking new shorts. In the beginning of the week, we'll be watching what will happen around 2430 area. If some retracement starts, well, this will be just a gift, really great, so we will try to use it to consider taking the long position later in the week. If market will just jump up and keep going higher, you're raising the butterfly on the daily chart, the butterfly, we have actually no options, but keep watching directly for the target around 2473. That's actually the trading plan that we have for next week.